Alright everybody, hey, this is going to be my first attempt at a vlog, and I am attending Iceland Airwaves Festival in Iceland. It's in two cities. It's in Reykjavik and Akureyri. So we were up in Akureyri for 2 days, and so beautiful. They had the first snow when we were there in Akureyri. And when we were in Akureyri, we went to some hot springs and we went to a couple venues. They had 3 venues that were being split up. In the hot springs, we saw an Icelandic hip hop artist, which was really cool. I've never seen an artist in geothermal hot springs before, which was really cool. Really just saw a bunch of great Icelandic electronic acts, a lot of great Icelandic hip-hop acts. I had some interviews with GKR, and then I also had the pleasure of seeing a bunch of different hip-hop acts that I will play their music and link them below so you can check them out. An artist that I really liked was Milky Whale. Milky Whale was really cool. They're kind of an eclectic dance group from Reykjavik. They're both full-time artists. I had the pleasure of interviewing them, so that interview will be on our channel later, so definitely go check that out. I think one thing that's really cool about this Iceland Airwaves Festival is that there's a lot of combination between US culture, EU culture, and Icelandic culture. It's really unique in the sense that everyone is kind of taking the same musical influences of hip-hop or electronica or beats or indie rock, and they're, really making it their own. And a lot of these hip-hop artists in Iceland are speaking in their native language in Icelandic. And although you can't understand what they're saying, it's such like a beautiful rhythm and pattern that they're all using. So it's really unique how they experience hip hop and how they make everything their own. And it's really interesting how they're trying to expand their culture in a way by bringing in journalists like myself from America and the EU. I've met a lot of different journalists from the EU and across the States as well. But it's not just only the States and EU. Like, I saw a band last night called Phaser Days, and they were from New Zealand. They were really great. And in Akureyri, it was very beautiful with the first snowfall and just pretty much getting a foot of snow, and then coming back to Reykjavik and actually having no snow at all. It's actually unfortunately raining right now. But I saw Fleet Foxes last night, which was pretty boring. I kind of almost fell asleep. Sorry to say that to anyone who's a fan of them, but I saw another really great artist last night called JFDR, and this was in Reykjavik, and it was 2 sisters, and they played in a church in Reykjavik, which was super cool. The acoustics were really crazy, and the Icelandic Airwaves Festival has pretty much taken over the whole entire city of Reykjavik. There are just people all around the city center, anytime past 6 p.m. and just really enjoying the music and the culture and the people. It's just a really different vibe out here. It feels very safe and familiar, I would say, but it also is amazing to see all these different bands from around the world. Particularly, there are a lot of bands from the UK, there are a lot of bands from Iceland, obviously, as well as a couple bands from the US, like Mumford & Sons is playing tonight, so definitely gonna check them out. And yeah, just have had an overall amazing time at Iceland Airwaves, and I'll be showing you some of my days, you know, like with everything that I've been seeing, everything I've been experiencing, and I hope you guys enjoy it.